Peace and blessings, everyone. Welcome back to the Humble Servant Homestead. Of course, you don't have to guess on what it is that we are doing here today. Clearly, you can see that we are here harvesting these dry okra pods. Now, hey, you may be wondering, hey, Mr. Humble, what are you doing? Why are you harvesting these dry okra pods? Now, hey, we have spoken about it in videos before, um, seed saving, right? I believe the last okra video that I've done, we touched on it, on saving seeds, okay? Of course, with us here saving these seeds here today, next year is coming, guys, and we want to make sure that we have fresh okra seeds to plant back on out. The seeds that we have now on our store should be right at about 2 years old, okay? And so what we want to do, we want to go ahead and switch those seeds on out for seeds that are a bit younger, okay? So that way, whenever you get on out there and you plant your okras, you will have real nice germination rate, guys. So that is why we are out here harvesting these okra pods today. Now, as you all can see, you want to make sure that when you come on in to harvest these pods, that they are very, very dry. Okay, now when you say dry, Mr. Humble, what do you mean? Okay, I'm going to show you in just a moment what I mean when I said dry. Do you all know what a maraca is? Listen. You hear that? That right there let me know that these seeds are very dry inside of the pod, and now they are ready to be harvested and, of course, put away for storage in a dry, cool place, guys. Okay, you want to make sure you put them up real nice and good in a dry place, like I said, away from moisture, to where that moisture won't cause them to germinate, when you put them up. Okay, what you see me doing here, what I'm actually doing, these bottom seeds, I'm actually checking them to make sure that they are still pretty good before I put them inside of my bin, because what I've noticed with some of them down at the bottom is that they are a bit dried out, okay, or dried out and also a bit molded, and we don't want to save those seeds, okay? So that's what I'm actually checking for, and I'll show you all an example of what I'm talking about. If you see that, those seeds right there don't look the best, okay? I'm going to show you all an example so that way you all can see what I'm looking for and what I'm going for. Okay, you see those right there? Those look a whole lot better, and that's what I'm looking for right there. Okay, now camera lady might say, hey, why are you throwing that back inside of the garden? It's okay, camera lady, it's all right. Like I said, with these okra seeds right here, because we're going to be getting our winter is pretty cold, and so what will happen, they may germinate, but the frost will come on in and kill them back. So it's not a problem with us throwing them back inside of the garden. Okay, come on down, camera lady. And also, if you all remember, when we did the video, like I told you all, that these plants, we pretty much planted them for this purpose right here, guys. We plant them for the purpose of seed saving. Now, one of the things is, even though we did plant them for seed saving, we were still able to come on in and harvest out some okra for the family. Okay, and I'm going to tell you guys, I love okra. Me personally, I love it. At one point, my wife didn't really love okra, but guess what? She come to love okra, guys. Also, cooking them just the way how she want them. One of the reasons why she didn't really like okra too much was because of the slime.
That's right.
But you know, she come a mighty long way.
That's right.
Right, camera lady?
Absolutely.
You came a mighty long way. Son, can you go ahead and grab me another bin, please?
Because that one is full.
Because this one is getting full. And yes, we're going to have quite a bit of seeds, guys. As you all can see, you know, at least, if we can fill up at least 2 gallon size Ziploc bag, that right there should be able to, you know, that is enough for us to have seeds for us to plant out, and also seeds for you guys to plant out as well. One of the things is here, guys, I'm going to tell you, I absolutely love being able to provide seeds to you all. Okay, so and the reason for that is because I want to see you all go on out and grow something. Okay, so that is why, like I said, for me, I love to be able to provide the seeds to you all. Not only that, you know that you're getting some real good quality seeds here whenever you decide to get you all some. Okay, so you know, also one of the reasons for us coming on down here and getting these seeds today, like I state in videos, that hey, you know what, fall is here, and it is that time to get on out and start planting yourself out your brassicas. And ooh, that's very dusty.
Oh, it sure is.
And the thing about it is, I could leave these okra plants in here and just let them go ahead and finish drying on these plants. But guess what, y'all? I want to plant me out some brassicas in this bed right here. And so therefore, we are coming in to terminate these plants. Also, we're going to go ahead and cut these plants out as well. I believe I'm going to leave the root in the soil, and we're just going to come on in, and down here as well, we're going to come and add in some compost, some goat compost, guys, so that way this bed right here will be real nice and ready to, you know, hey, receive some seeds.
That's right.
Okay, and I'm going to tell you that okra is one of those plants that is not hard to grow. Not at all. Sometimes you can just drop the seeds on the ground, and these okras will grow pretty much on their own without any much attention. Okay, so keep that in mind. If you never grow okra before, one of the things is you just want to make sure that you don't over fertilize your soil. Okay, if anything you want to put in, more phosphorus and potassium in your soil for okra, and of course a little bit of nitrogen. Okay, don't put too much nitrogen, because if you do, like I showed you all in a video the other day when we did this okra, you know, talking a little bit about okra, if you put too much nitrogen, what will happen, your plants will end up with vigorous growth, and it will take a long time for your plant to actually start bearing fruit. Okay, I want to say that was actually, these plants right here was the example of that video that we did, where that it was just growing, and in just a moment I will show you all what it is I'm talking about. Now that we are right back at this plant right here, guys, and you all will actually be able to see now exactly what I was talking about when I did that video, because now that a lot of the foliage have died back, and now you can see it real clearly. But also, before I get down there, one of the things I want you to pay attention to, okay, as you all been seeing me harvesting, and these right here, guys, was those plants that kind of went through a little bit of mold that we had talked about in that other video. But you know what, these seeds right here don't look too bad. Maybe further down there might be a little, oh wow, not bad at all either. So, well, see a little bit of mold on this one, a little bit of mold, but not too bad. We'll still go ahead. Yeah, that one is gone. Look at that one. You see the seeds in here, not so good. And so, like I said, I want you all to pay attention as I am harvesting these okra plants, or these okra pods. And one of the things is, now that a lot of the foliage has died back, you guys can see how much okras that I am actually pulling from off of these plants right here. Okay, so that lets you know that these okra plants, they will bear for you. Okay, I want you all to keep that in mind, that these plants will bear for you. We're getting lots of okras on these plants. And so right now I am right here next to this plant that I was telling you all about. If you all remember when I showed you all that growth, okay, all that growth, and to about right here is when this plant start actually bearing. Now that came from, it was too much nitrogen down here, and that is why that this plant did that, guys. Okay, but now that, you know, it start bearing, look at the you know, the result once it finally start bearing. This is a lot of okra, you know, but as you can see a lot of okra now because we allow quite a bit of them to go ahead and stay back on this plant because we wanted seeds. Okay, so, you know, but other than that, these okras would have been harvested and would have been used in the kitchen to, you know, of course, for a meal. All right, but even all back here, guys, look at this. Just want to show you all. Look at that. As you all can see, look at the growth on those okra plants.
And it's still flowering.
Well, that one is still flowering, but even speaking of it still flowering, camera lady, like I said, a lot of these plants, they has fizzed out. Okay, if you notice right here up on the crown of this plant, if you notice, there is no more buds up here. And when I say buds, I'm going to use this one as an example. Okay, and that's the okra that we could harvest. That's pretty tender. So right here, I will use this as an example. Now what these okra plants do right here, this is the crown of the okra plant. Now for every one of these that you see right here, which would be considered, this is the bud of the plant, but every one of these that you see is a potential okra, okay? Now, when I say fizzed out, if you notice, this crown right here looks nothing like this crown. So therefore, this okra plant will not produce any more okra for us, as this one, as you all can see, has already put on 1, 2 okra, and this one here is a potential third okra that this plant would have been bearing for us. And all these right here going forward would be other potential okras, okay? Now, one of the things that you can do, because yes, we're in fall now, but if you want to kind of push these okra plants to go out and sprout and put on a little bit more okra for you, what you can do is you can come on in and you can chop these okras back. You can chop the top of these okras, and what that is going to do, that is going to go ahead and allow this plant to stimulate some new shoots for you. Therefore, those new shoots will go ahead and put on more okra for you, so that way you can get a little bumper crop in the fall time, okay? So that is something for you all to keep in mind. But as far as what I can see here, come on camera lady, we're gonna wrap it on up. Wrap it on up down here. We have a few more that we can go ahead and harvest on out, okay? So remember guys, what we are also in the process of doing, we are in the process of doing garden cleaning, okay? We are cleaning up the garden. So we're going to come on in. Come on down.
I'll come on down. You know I don't want to brush no okra.
You don't want to brush no okra?
No.
You don't want to brush.
Okay,
no
y'all, here we go.
Camera lady. You
No.
around the corner.
Yeah. Won't have me itching.
Videoing, you won't be itching. And even if you are itching, I'll help you to itch a little bit. How about that?
Scratch a little bit.
Right. Come on, son, with my machete. Okay, and so what we're going to do now, we're going to just take these on out just like that. Like I said, we will be leaving these roots on down in the ground, so that way they can break back down in the soil. All right, now look at this plant right here. As y'all can see, right there would be giving us some more okras, and right on over here as well, we have some that's coming on. Yeah, we got some tender okra up here.
Okay.
That we could come on in and harvest. But we're going to clean this right here on out, guys, so you all can see what this garden would have looked like, or what it's going to look like once we take all these okras on out. Come on, MJ. And I do have some more pods on this one, so I will put that to the side. Come on down here, buddy. Go ahead, come drag these. Take them down there on the burn pile. That one put to the side. We've still got some pods on that one we can take off. Look at that right there, guys. Look at that.
Wow.
So just know that when you get these okra seeds right here, you will be getting some okras, some plants that will be bearing for you. Just long as you follow the steps I said, you can't go wrong.
That's right. The animals hollering.
Yeah, throw them to the sheep, MJ. I don't think the sheep are very happy seeing them throwing those on the burn pile, y'all. I think they want that for themselves.
Yeah.
And right in here, look at that. We have a few more volunteer
Potatoes.
potatoes.
Yeah, I don't think they're happy.
And voila, just like that right there, we are done. Okay, we are finished pulling all of our okras that we need for seed and just about clean up the garden. Now all we have to come on in and do is pull all these on out. And like I said, we're going to come on in, but look at that, how nice and beautiful and loose that soil is. So we're going to come on in, like I said, and get this bed ready. What we're going to plant down here, camera lady? What you want to plant? You don't know? Well, we got
You can
seeds.
do curly
Curly
kale again.
Okay. All right. Well, guess that's what we'll do. We'll put some curly kale on in here and let them go ahead and grow. But guys, nonetheless, that right there is it. I just wanted to come on in and share this process with you all, harvesting some seeds. So remember, make sure if you plant okra or whatever you plant and they provide seed for you, especially if you have your heirloom varieties, make sure you go ahead and save some seeds, y'all. Because guess what? If every year that comes around and you save seeds, that right there is a reassurance to let you know that you're going to have viable seeds for 2 to 3 years. Could even be longer if you store them properly. Okay, so always keep in mind to save seeds. Okay, even if it's from just a tomato plant, save the seeds, stuck it away somewhere until you need it, because it will come a time when you're going to need those seeds. And like I always say, make sure you all are starting a garden. Get a garden started, even if it's a little 4 foot by 4 foot little garden space, you know, whether it may be a 4 by 6 garden space, a 4 by 8 garden space. Have one. Get one. Whether you're planting in the ground like we are doing here on the homestead, whatever floats your boat, whatever is easy for you, whatever you think that you can manage, you can handle, by all means do something. Okay, even if it's just you working, coming out, working the soil a little bit. You don't have to go down as deep like I do, but just work that soil up top. Put you a little bit of amendments in, especially right now. Get you guys some brassica seeds. work the top of that soil and broadcast that seed on out. The reason why I said that is because guess what? Say if you were to go to the store tomorrow and you was not able to pull anything off of that shelf, whether it may be because they don't have anything on the shelf, or the price just went out the roof, like how a lot of this stuff is going out the roof now. If you just broadcast you a few little seeds, at least you know that you will be able to come on outside and pluck you a few kale leaves, a few broccoli leaves, and you're able to go inside of the kitchen and cook that. Okay, so that's what I mean by broadcasting you something out. Look like you got something, camera lady. You got something?
No.
But hey guys, nonetheless, that right there is it. I just wanted to say thanks to each and every one of you all out there for stopping by the Humble Servant Homestead. And as always, peace and blessings to each and every one of you all out there. You remember, you keep a smile on your face, you be happy, you be cheerful, and you be blessed. Also remember, you keep your head on a swivel, you stay positive, and you stay focused. And let nothing distract you.
That's right.
You have a blessed day.